What's up, family? Hold up. I ain't really get suited and booted, y'all. I need to get some rest. They've been doing something to fuck with my sleep. Um, you know what I'm saying? Definitely trying to keep me up and doing their little traffic campaigns overnight. Somebody's very scared. Somebody's very scared. And I ain't do nothing but tell the truth. That's all I'm doing is telling the truth. But one other thing I want to speak on, how they follow me in Philadelphia. When I go in Philadelphia, use police and everything. You know what I mean? Spy on, stalk me. Regular people as well. It's crazy. But what I want to talk about is the actual genocide that they're committing, because I don't speak on this enough, but they're targeting my family. Specifically, I want to speak on how they're targeting my siblings, my other siblings. Literally just got off the phone with my sister yesterday, and she was crying on the phone, man, about the abuse that they putting her through and her children. And this is why I tell you these predators have to be exposed. This is why I tell you Bill Stewart gotta fucking go. As well as Feet Industries and other people. I understand they get a lot of money and they're well invested, but we can't have people like this around our children, man. We gotta get them out of here. So this is why I go so hard about exposing these people. Even with them messing with my sleep, you see, I'm up back at it again, back on the ass, man. And never been threatening, never threatened nobody, never did nothing to nobody. The only thing I do is tell the truth about the abuse that I faced after just settling the case. That's the only thing I did, was sue, settle a case. I guess I made some enemies. We gonna go more into detail about the case, because a lot of people involved with that case need to be exposed as well. They tried to get me to sign a gag order because they was putting me through abuse while I was on workman's comp. And, you know, they was trying to get out of that lawsuit. They had to pay a hefty over $100,000. You know what I'm saying? They got hit with, and this followed it. Trying to get me to, why would they try to get me to sign a gag order? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself that question. They kind of forced me into settling the case in the first place. Like, I didn't completely know everything that was going on with me. As you see, like, I be looking regular, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, it came from an injury on my hand. Like I tell y'all, I show y'all all the time. I ended up getting chronic regional pain syndrome from that injury. A couple failed surgeries. You understand what I'm saying? I could have sued more people. I didn't. I left it alone. I had to fire lawyers, and I had to confront doctors who was trying to basically up my case and make it more money. But I was going to be the one vulnerable. I was going to be the one. They was trying to put needles in my neck every couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Long needles. There's something called a stellate gang block or whatever. And that would have upped my case, because they're very expensive, and I would probably had to get it done like every 2 weeks. But I went with that. So they started playing with my pain medication and everything. That's why still to the day I don't take pain medication. Very rarely. You know what I'm saying? I smoke I smoke marijuana more than anything. That's what I do to relax my nerves and stuff like that, because this do affect my nerves heavily. So, you know, I don't try to mess with the pain medication. But anyway, enough about me. Yes, so they're targeting my siblings. One of my little brothers, they damn near drove crazy. He's going through a lot of psychiatric stuff. My little sister, I just got off the phone with her yesterday. Was crying all yesterday on the phone with me, explaining her situation. Her husband is a immigrant, and, you know, they try to weaponize him. I'm not going to speak too much on her situation, because, you know, I'm going to let her speak on her situation. But I am going to tell her that she is being abused. Her children are being abused as well at school and everything. Like, literally, you know what I'm saying? That's why I want her to tell her story. But they even get to my her children. They man, if you would have heard my little niece saying stuff that's just basically scripted. They putting these words and thoughts in her head, and basically turning her against her own mother. So it's just a lot, man. But they are targeting my siblings. Like I have, it's 8 of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm the second oldest, so all of them are pretty much younger than me, except my older sister. You know what I'm saying? And I believe she's being targeted too. She didn't tell me directly to her, but my other little sister told me that she is being targeted as well, and being used. But you know, and even my grandmother, this computer in my right here, look how old this computer is. My grandma bought this computer for me over 18 years ago. Over 18 years ago, that's how old that computer is. These people reached out to my grandmother, creditor, about $100. Literally 18 years ago, she only owed $100 on it. They had creditors reaching out to my grandma. I'm gonna have a conversation with my grandma, and I'm gonna record it. You know, just to show y'all how disgusting and despicable these people is. This is why Predator Bill Stewart gotta fucking go. Feet Industries, they gotta go. They gotta be held responsible. Well, I ain't gonna say they gotta go. They gotta be held responsible. You know what I'm saying? Bill Stewart definitely gotta fucking go, though. You know what I'm saying? He's the one holding my police reports hostage, not turning over my police reports. He's the one who's been putting this surveillance equipment on my house, monitoring me pervertedly, giving MS Auto access to it and everything, as well as Feet Industries and different people. They literally that's how they stalk me and know when I'm going to Wawa. So when I'm going to Wawa, this is how they set up that little bull crap that they be doing. You know what I mean? And, police department has to be held responsible for their actions and their neglect, as well, because they supposed to be serving me and they not, as well as the fire and rescue. So these people need to be held accountable. I ain't gonna make this too long because I do need to get some sleep. These people do follow me into the city, use police to stalk me when I'm going into the city, even use regular people to stalk me. Feet Industries use some of his employees to stalk me when I'm going into the city. As y'all seen, you know, in a couple videos I did show that, you know, it's harassment, it's so much, man. They got to be held accountable, and we have to deal with them and protect our children. Not only me, I'm telling you, you got to protect these children from these people, man. They are some deceitful scumbags. You know what I'm saying? And predators, you know what I mean? Not only digital predators, but these are predators, man. Anybody who attacked the vulnerable is a predator. My little sister is vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? My little brothers are vulnerable. They didn't come from lifestyles like many people live in Morton, Pennsylvania. I know some people go through stuff in Morton, Pennsylvania. But, you know, they in a whole different environment, you know what I'm saying? And they do little stuff like this to them as well. Like I said, one of my little brothers they basically drove him crazy. He's in he's going through some crazy stuff right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only me, they're targeting my family. These people have to be held accountable. I'm out of here, man, for now, because I need to get some rest. They've been doing little traffic campaigns all night, and they use equipment to mess with people sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not only the vehicles and noise campaigns, but they use equipment and stuff like that that can disrupt your sleep. Not only your sleep, but your dreams. We're going to get more into it a little bit later. I definitely got to get my self together. Y'all see my lip a little messed up. That come from being dehydrated, drinking too much coffee, trying to expose these people, man. But what else can I do? You see how they attacking me? Everything that I do, everything I try to create, they oppressing me. Literally, even during the pandemic, yo, I don't have my 2 last stimulus checks. These people put slits in my mail and everything. They weaponized the postal service. Like, they disgusting, man. But I'm out of here for now. Until later.